you don't enter corners too fast. Thanks, MC Ryder. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please click that subscribe button down below, and remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel. So today, I am riding home in 115 degrees temperatures, and I always say that I won't ride in anything over like 110. However, my thought process has changed a little bit as of today, maybe, as I am reviewing the Harley-Davidson Hydration Vest. And what this is actually their newer model. Now when I went into the dealership, to be honest with you, I didn't really know what vest I was looking for. They have a black one, which is kind of the older version, which was $55. And then they had this white one that was $60, and I kind of thought about maybe just saving the $5 and going with the $55 one. But in hindsight, I'm super happy that I didn't, because this newer version, there's a couple benefits to it. Most importantly, the older one, required soaking it for 10 minutes. This vest only requires a 1 to 2 minute soak. And for me, I'm leaving work at the end of the day, putting this in a bathroom for 10 minutes. That's kind of a long time. So the other thing is, this also has double the life of usage. The older one basically told you, I believe it was 50 uses, and this one is 100 uses. So like for an extra $5, I basically got 2 vests for the price of one as far as longevity goes. So this one is by far the way to go. So right off the bat, at low speeds, I can already feel the difference. It's much more pleasurable. I mean, 115 degrees is no joke. Getting up to speed here, I can definitely say that this thing makes a world of difference. I mean, I'm not joking when I tell you that riding in these temperatures, you kind of get to a point where like you almost feel like you're riding in a fog, and like that's not safe. Ultimately, you want to be clear-headed, and when the heat starts kicking your ass like that, it's probably better not to be riding at all. But this vest right now, underneath my jacket, I can tell you it is, it's incredible. I can't even begin to tell you how, it's obviously I can't explain to you, obviously trying to explain a feeling is really difficult, but what I can tell you is that this thing definitely has extended my ability to ride. Now, the thing with me is I love to ride to work because it's a 30-minute round trip, and you can get stuck in rush hour, and if you're by yourself, you can't ride in the HOV lane in your own vehicle, but on the motorcycle, you can. So, I don't know, I feel like I'm able to kind of get home quicker and more fun, I suppose. But the temperatures certainly play a big factor in that as far as comfort level goes. So I am really excited to be able to ride in these hotter temperatures. Keeping the core cool is certainly important when it comes to riding in these kinds of temperatures. So this person is riding my ass in this Camaro, and then this van is going to drop shit all over the highway. So we're going to split the gap here. That's stuff that you cannot do when you're driving your car. And arguably a police officer would tell me I can't do it while I'm driving a motorcycle either. So I also, in these temperatures with this hydration vest, I'm also going to alter my trip home. I typically take a boulevard, basically, 4 miles over to the highway. And it's kind of my preferred route. Really not faster or slower, but in these temperatures with this hydration vest, the key is staying at speed. You want air coming over this vest. Without the air, you're really not getting any cooling effect. If you sit still at a red light, you're probably just going to feel like a hot, humid mess, as opposed to cool. But so I'm just going to say that Do I think this vest is worth $60? Absolutely. Is there a bit of a premium for the Harley-Davidson label? I'm sure there is. This vest does have the HyperKewl technology, which is basically that's just the licensed name that Harley picks up. If you look up the HyperKewl website, that's basically the technology between its ability to soak up the water and how fast it does that and how long it retains that. Also, I believe it's a fabric involved too. But you can probably find these vests for a little bit cheaper on Amazon. But in my situation, I wanted to make sure that the fit was proper, because with something like this, you want it to fit tight to the skin. You don't want it loose fitting. So for me, it was just a matter of running to the dealership, trying on what fit, and then just buying it. So I don't regret this one bit at all. Actually, this is really quite pleasurable. Everybody that's seeing me on this bike right now probably thinks I'm insane for riding, but this really does just totally transform the comfort level as far as, I don't feel like I need to race home to beat the heat. Now I'm just kind of just a casual ride home. So I highly recommend this hydration vest. If you're looking between the two, I would say don't buy the older one, buy the newer one. It's just double the life that you get out of it for $5, a tenth of the time it takes to get it hydrated. The other thing I want to make mention of too is that when I put this vest on and I soaked it at the office before I left, my office is actually under construction right now, so the water was off for the better part of the day. And when I just went to soak this, the only water available was hot water out of both faucets for Lord knows what reason, cross lines or whatever. So I actually put this vest on with, not scalding hot, but certainly lukewarm water. This would be like a million times better, I'm sure, if it was cold water. But even still, the benefits of just having moisture on you as the air is blowing over you just creates basically a natural air conditioning effect, which is really, really nice. So I can only recommend this vest, especially to any of my fellow riders out here in the desert, or really, I guess anywhere that's going to get, pushing 100 degrees. You would certainly want to have something like this. So again, I thank you very much for watching. Please click that subscribe button down below, and remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel, and we will see you next time.